ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यामि एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदेशाभिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिनी व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये। So, as we have seen earlier, Panchekarna, written by Adi Shankaracharya, is commented upon by Sureshwaracharya and other masters also. So, totally I have got 6 tikas, including Vartika of Sureshwaracharya. That also shows the importance that was given to this tiny text. So, because of course it is not nothing new that is unfolded, but it certainly gives a technique for either Nididhyasana or for Nirguna Brahma Upasana. So as we have seen in the Drisha Viveka, Shabdanuviddha Savikalpa Samadhi. The Shabdanuviddhatva can be seen here. Means Omkara is made use to make the mind dwell on the appreciation of oneself and get absorbed in that. So that technique can be seen here. So now we will be seeing sentence by sentence of the Mula Panchekarna as commented by Sureshwaracharya. While taking the Vartikas, we may stop in between without completing the stanzas, just for the sake of division of the topics. So that means we will chant or take the Vartikas based on topic and not just on the number. Om Panchikruta Panchamaha Bhutani Tatkaryam Cha Sarvam Viradityuchyate. So this is the first sentence which is now being commented upon by Vartikakara Sureshwaracharya. On which further we have got a tika called Vartika Abharana by Narayanendra Saraswati. So here it will be interesting to see who is the Adhikari to whom this Panchekarna is addressed. We will see both as given by Vartika Abharana and also Andagiri. So this is the Adhikari to whom this Panchekarna is given. Who is that? Of course, most of you may not be having, but just listen. इह खलु परमेश्वराराधनार्थम अनुष्ठितैहि नित्यादि कर्मभि परिशुद्धांतःकरणानाम one qualification. Ataha eva nitya vastu viveka iha mutrartha falabhoga viraga shamadamadi sadhana shatka sampanna mumukshatvakhya sadhana chatushtayavatam. 2. Brahma jidnyasunam परित्यक्त काम्य निषिद्ध कर्मणाम परमहंस परिव्राजकानाम श्रवण मनन निदिध्यासन पराणाम. To this type of seeker or adhikari, this panchikarana is being given. Who is that? The one who is parishuddha antahkarananam. So those who have got the parishuddha antahkarana, those who have got the purity of the mind. How did they get that? So, nityadi karma bhi, by performance of nitya adi, nityadi, so by performance of nitya, naimittika, etc., this karma, but not just taken to that way as such. So, how they are taken to? With karma yoga attitude. Parameshwara aradhanartham anushtitaihi nityadi karma bhi. Nitya naimita karmas which are taken to anushtitaihi, which are taken to as a means of Parameshwara aradhana, Parameshwarasya aradhana, invocation of the Lord. So means with karma yoga attitude, who have taken to their karmas, who have discharged their duties, so, and thereby who have got the Shuddhanta karna. And because they have got Shuddhanta karna, ataha eva, for that very reason, nitya vastu vivekeha mutrartha, etc., sadhana chatushtayavatam. So those who are endowed with sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. What are those? Nitya vastu viveka. That viveka, discrimination between nitya and anitya. Iha mutrartha falabhoga viraga. Again, vairagya for whatever that is here and hereafter, having discovered their limited nature and how they are not going to, or how they cannot make me totally a contented person. Again, shamadamadi sadhana shatka sampanna mumukshutvakhya sadhana chatushtayavatam. So those who are endowed with the shamadamadi sadhana, the sampatti, also mumukshutva is there. Those who are endowed with in other words, sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. These who are Brahma jidnyasunam, who have got the intense yearning to discover what the Brahma, that is one's own Swarupa is, and thereby parityakta kamya nishidha karmanam paramahamsa parivrajakana. Those who have given up the kamya nishidha karma, who can be only sannyasis, paramahamsa parivrajakanam, because only they are given the sanction by the Shruti to give up the karma in vividisha sannyasa. Otherwise, it is indispensable for others to take to their respective duties, the karmas. So the sannyasis, not just sannyasis, shravana manana nididhyasana parana. So those who are committed to shravana manana nididhyasana. This shows that Panchikarana is not dealing in detail the shravana aspect, etc. So for which you have to take to pramana vichara. So Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana Paranam, those who are committed to Shravana Nididhyasana. So for them, here is something that is given based on Mandukya only, so that they can, that means appreciate their Swarupa and make the mind abide in that, make it absorbed in that. It says, it is elsewhere it is said, it seems, Arunyupanishada, yes, Arunyupanishada sandhim samadhau atmani acharet iti samadhihi vihitaha. So what is being enjoined is, or prescribed is, or recommended is samadhi. How? As told in Aruni Upanishad. Samadhau atmani sandhim acharet. Samadhau, in that state of absorbed condition of the mind. So atmani sandhim acharet. So one should have union with Atma, means one should totally get absorbed in the appreciation of one's own Swarupa. So earlier in the Mula we had seen that. What is the Samadhi? Brahma eva ahamasmi iti abhedena avasthanam samadhi. So that abhedena avasthanam, that appreciation of the identity with Brahma as my Swarupa and make the mind abide in that. That is what is Samadhi. There, who Vartika Varna says, Natu Shastrantara Prasiddha Chittavritti Nirodha Ityartha. So what is meant by Samadhi is not the other one, which is that Shastrantara Prasiddha. Shastrantara Prasiddha means which is well known in other Shastra. What is the other Shastra? Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga, where it is Chittavritti Nirodha, mere Chittavritti Nirodha. So that itself is not the Samadhi here. So here it is total, which has got Brahma eva ahamasmi iti abhedena avasthanam. That abhedena avasthanam, that abidance of the mind in the appreciation of one's own Swarupa as not different from Brahma, that absorbed state of the mind in the knowledge of oneself, that is what the Samadhi. So for that, this is being given, means to take to Nididhyasana and get the mind absorbed in the appreciation of one's own Swarupa. So the text gives the means to do so. Okay. But how it is to be done? It is to be done, taken to with the help of Omkara, for which also Vartika Varna gives some quotation. Such a Samadhi Omkarena Kartavyaha iti. That Samadhi has to be taken how? With Omkarena. So how it is? Because it is said, Omiti Atmanam Yunjita. So that is Atmanam Yunjita. Make the mind get absorbed in the Swarupa, that is one's own Swarupa Atma, with the means of Omkara. So that has to be taken to. How it is to be taken to? So that is explained in this Panchikarana text by Bhashyakara. So now Om, this first Om is Mangalacharana. Now let us see how this first Vakya of Sureshwaracharya is explaining us. Take the first Vartika. Omkara sarva vedanam saras tattva prakashakaha. Tena chitta samadhanam mumukshunam prakashyate. Anvaya. Omkaraha sarva vedanam saraha tattva prakashakaha asti. Tena mumukshunam chitta samadhanam prakashyate. Tena mumukshunam chitta samadhanam prakashyate. This is what Omkara is. Omkara, again, Omkara also serves as Mangalacharana. You know the purpose of Mangalacharana. This also serves as Mangalacharana, beginning with Om. That also Bhashyakara has done. Author of Panchikarana has done that. Om Panchikrita Pancha Mahabhutani. So that serves as Mangalacharana also. This Omkara, so which is Sarva Vedanam Saraha. With the Sara, the essence of all the Vedas. Omkara is the essence of all the Vedas. So how it is said? So we find that in Chandogya, Tadyatha Shankuna Sarvani Parnani Santrinnani Evam Omkarena Sarva Vak Santrinna. All speech is what? Is imbued with Omkara, just as Yatha Shankuna Sarvani Parnani Santrinnani. The Shanku, the fibrous network in the leaves, and especially you can see it very clearly in the pipal leaves, the dry pipal leaves. If you just, that means remove the chlorophyll aspect of that, you can find a network as such, that Shanku. So that fibrous, that in the network that is found there, how it permeates in and through the leaves, so is Omkara permeating the speech, and also it is so important in Om, that means entire Veda. So Sarva Vedanam Saraha. At the same time, it has got the capacity to reveal one's own Swarupa, Tattva Prakashakaha, as in Mandukya. So, which can unfold and reveal one's own Swarupa. This Omkara, which is the very essence of entire Vedas, and also which has got verily the capacity to, that is, reveal one's own Swarupa. Tena. Tena means by that Omkarena. Tena Omkarena. By that Omkara, Mumukshunam, to those who are Mumukshus, Chitta Samadhanam Prakashyati. So, what is being revealed here, or what is being unfolded here, is Chitta Samadhanam. What is Chitta Samadhanam? So, Chitta Samadhanam here is the abidance of the mind in the appreciation of one's own Swarupa. So, it is like this. Brahmatma Bhedakarataya Avasthanam Chitta Samadhanam. Brahmatma Bhedakarataya Avasthanam. The abidance of the mind, how? Brahmatma Bheda, the Abheda, the identity, appreciation of identity between Brahma and Atma. So that abidance of the mind in the appreciation of identity between Brahma and Atma, so that is what is Chitta Samadhanam. In other words, it is nothing but Akhanda Brahmakara Vritti Rupena Parinamaha. Akhanda Brahmakara Vritti Rupena Parinamaha. That Akhandakara Vritti, wherein, so Akhanda Jiva Brahma, difference is not there. Swarupa of Atma, the Brahma, is very appreciated as Aparoksha. So that Vritti, which makes one appreciate one's own Swarupa, so wherein identity between the Atma and Brahma is appreciated. So that is what is actually Chittasya Samadhanam. There this Vartika Bharnakara adds Natu Shastrantara Prasiddha Chitta Vritti Nirodha Ityartha. So not the other Jada Samadhi or Andha Samadhi that you are talking. Why so? Because here in the Mula it is told, what is told? Brahma eva ahamasmi iti abhedena avasthanam samadhi. So I am verily Brahma, so abhedena avasthanam, this is the knowledge of identity, abidance in the same knowledge is samadhi, which is going to be defined in this very Panchekarana. So that is what is meant here. It says elsewhere in some Smriti, samadhi is defined like this. Samadhi samvid utpattihi Parajivaikyataam prati iti smrutescha. So what is samadhi? Parajivaikyataam prati samvidutpattihi samadhi. Samvidutpatti, samvidaha utpattihi. That means the birth of or the production of that knowledge. Knowledge of what? Parajivaikyataam prati. About the aikya, that identity between para and Jiva, that is Paramatma and Jivatma. So that means by inquiry, so the taking, that means gaining that knowledge and abidance in the knowledge. What knowledge? The identity between Parabrahma and Jiva, so or Paramatma and Jivatma. That is what is called as Samadhi. Actually, it is also found in Annapurna Upanishad. This Samadhi Samvidutpatti Parajivaikatam Prati. Annapurna Upanishad, 5th chapter, 75th mantra. Okay. So that one, that means now what does this Panchekarana reveal to us or unfold to us? So that knowledge which can appreciate the identity of Jiva and Brahma in terms of Akhandakara Vritti. How it can be produced, how it can be gained is revealed by this Panchekarana. That's what it says. Tat chittasya akhandakara vritti rupa jnanam yena omkarena jayate saha prakaraha prakashyate ityartha. The Vartika says, Tena mumukshunam chitta samadhanam prakashyate. So here with the help of Omkara, so that how chitta samadhana in terms of abidance in the knowledge of oneself can be taken to is prakashyate, revealed or unfolded. That is, tat chittasya akhandakara vritti rupa jnanam. Akhandakara vritti rupa jnana can be only the knowledge of identity of Jiva and Brahma. So that knowledge, yena prakarena, in what manner, omkarena jayate, with the help of Omkara, in what manner it can be gained. So enavapa, omkarena jayate, saha prakaraha prakashyate. So that means that mode as to how it can be gained with the help of Omkara. That is being unfolded here, Prakashate, that is being revealed here. And Omkara certainly has got that capacity. Why? Already told, Tattva Prakashakaha. Tattva Prakashakaha. It is the one which reveals one's own Swarupa. So therefore it is possible for Omkara to reveal that. Okay. That is what is being done in this particular text, Panchikarana. Now before proceeding further, Vartikakara so tells whatever that is not told in Mula Panchikarana. That is the job of any Vartikakara. So the Vartikakara's job is to tell. So what is Anukta also? Ukta, Anukta, Durukta Chinta. So therefore discussion or analysis of what is told, what is not told, and what can be told in a better manner with different emphasis which has not been done by the original author. That is what the Vartikakara has to do from that standpoint. So here, Vartikakara is giving us, or that means describing the very adhisthana. So adhisthana, the basis for this adhyaropa, superimposition of creation. Panchikarana follows the method of adhyaropa apavada. So superimposition of the jagat and then elimination of that, negation of that. So but what is that adhisthana? Brahma is not told. How Srishti takes place is not told. Only whatever that is superimposed is told. So therefore what is now being done is, so Vartikakara fills up the gap that is found in the Panchikarana by telling us so what is the adhisthana, and afterwards how the Srishti takes place, then what are the things that are superimposed, adhyaropa that has taken place. So for this Vartikavarana he says, Iha Bhagavata Bhashyakarena Adhyaropapavadabhyam Omkarena Pratyak Brahma Bheda Pratipatti Prakaram Darshayitum Adhishthanasya Vastavam Rupam Adhyaropya Prapanchasya Srishtim Cha Siddhavat Kritya Adhyaropamatram Uditam. What Bhashyakara has done is, he has simply started or told Adhyaropa. So whatever that is superimposed. But before telling what is Adhisthana and how Srishti, that means takes place, wherein Adhyaropa has come into picture, that Bhashyakara or the author of Panchikarana has not told it. So this is the job of Vartikakara. So Bhagavata Bhashyakarena means by Bhashyakara Adi Shankaracharya Adhyaropapavadabhyam Omkarena Pratyak Brahma Bheda Pratipatti Prakaram Darshayitum. Darshayitum, to show what? This Pratyak Brahma Bheda Pratipatti Prakaram, the way in which the Pratipatti, the knowledge of Abheda, the identity between Pratyak means Pratyagatma and Brahma can be gained. How? With the help of Omkara, Omkarena, with the Omkara as the means, how this knowledge of identity between Pratyagatma and Brahma can be gained. So Omkarena. What is the method adopted here? Adhyaropa apavadabhyam. So that is following the method of Adhyaropa and Apavada. How it can be? That means revealed, darshayitum, to show that Adhishta, what he has done is, these things he has already taken for granted and he has not elaborated about them. What are those? Adhishthanasya vastava rupam. So what he has not told is the vastava rupa. Vastava rupa, the real nature of Adhisthana. So what exactly the nature of Adhisthana, Brahma, on which this Jagat is superimposed, he has not told. Vastava rupam. Also Adhyaropya prapanchasya srishtimcha. And also whatever that is superimposed, that is prapancha, its srishti, how the creation has taken place. These two things he has not elaborated. Srishtimcha siddhavat kritya. Siddhavat kritya means having taken them for granted. So, the Adhisthana Brahma and the Srishti Prakara, wherein all this Prapancha is superimposed on Brahma, these two Siddhavat Kritya, having taken for granted, means Mula Panchikarna, these two topics have not been described by author. So Siddhavat Kritya, Adhyaropa Matram Uditam. What is told is only Adhyaropa Matra. Only Adhyaropa is told. These two things have not been dealt with. Okay, that is fine. Then let Vartikakara also do the same thing. Because he has to follow the original, no, he has some additional task. So, having found this, Vartikakara supplements this, because Vartika is a commentary that supplements, elaborates and critically restates the original thesis. So therefore, whatever that is not told there, so he is now supplementing that. So therefore, the Vartikakara's job, what is it, and based on which he has told this, that is what is pointed out. Vartikacharyastu, in contrast to the author, Bhashyakara, Vartikacharyastu, this being the nature of Vartika. What is the nature of Vartika? Ukta nukta durukta chintatmakatvat Vartikasya. The nature of Vartika is Chinta, the discussion or analysis about Ukta, whatever that is told in the original text, Anukta, things that are not told in the original text, also Durukta. Durukta means not wrongly said, etc. So, which can be, according to Vartikara, which can be said in a little other way as such, with laying the emphasis on certain things which the original author has not laid upon. So therefore, Ukta Nukta Durukta Chintatmakatvat Vartikasya. The nature of Vartika being so that he has to deal with these aspects of the original text, so that being the case, Tadubhayam Vaktu Kamaha. So the Vartikara who is desirous of telling those two, what are those two? Adhisthana. So that is Adhisthana Rupa. So Vastava Rupa means Adhisthana Rupa. So Adhisthana Rupa. Also, again, the Srishti Prakara. So these two which have not been told by the original author in the original text. So therefore, yes, Tadubhayam Vaktu Kamaha, desirous of telling these two things. What does he do? Adau, in the beginning, before starting commenting on the original text, what does he do? Adhyaropat purvam avastitam adhisthana bhutatma sarupam aha. First he says, the adhisthana, the sarupa, the nature of adhisthana Brahma on whom the Srishti is superimposed. That he says where? Asidekam, etc. in this second Vartika. This shows that in the original text, the nature of Adhisthana, what is Adhisthana is not told, Srishti Prakara is not told, but if you consider the other paragraph, what is that in the paragraph which is interpolation, there we find Brahma is referred and Srishti Prakara is told. Therefore from this we can easily conclude that it is not in the original text. It's certainly it is an interpolation. So therefore he is giving us that is what that Brahma is, and that is, and afterward how Srishti has taken place he is going to test. By the by, just before proceeding, so we have seen who is the Adhikari to whom this text is told. Now how Anandagiri gives, let us, just interesting to think. Why interesting? You know how interesting it is? It is to safeguard my interest. What is that? No. If Panchikarna has not worked, then what? See the alignments here, that's all. I told you, wrong alignments. I hope last camp or something. Yes, I told there also. Girder is not moving, wrong alignment, that's all. So therefore, preparedness of the mind is not there. Already told in the Vartika Varna, there he says like this. Same thing, what is meant is that sadhana chatushta sampatti antakarana shuddhi is indispensable, otherwise this will not work. So you may get paroksha jnana, no doubt, so because of shraddha, etc., but a paroksha jnana is not possible, therefore better to ensure that the right disposition of the mind is there. So he says, who Andagiri introduces like this. Atitaneka janma krita sukrita prasadasadita shuddha buddhimata. So shuddha buddhimatam, that is enough. Earlier it was that parishuddhantah karananam. Here it is shuddha buddhimatam. So the one who has got shuddha buddhi means antakarana shuddhi. How did they get that? So he says, Atita aneka janma krita sukrita prasadasadita, which is asadita, which is accomplished by the prasada. Grace means by one's own punya, so which is earned in many past lives. Atita aneka janma krita sukrita, by having taken to sukrita, that means the good deeds as told by Vedas, one who has earned a lot of punya, a punya not just for the sake of bhoga, but for higher pursuit of life, means we have got antakarana shuddhi. So, and thereby viveka vairagya shamadamadi sadhana sampannana. Those are endowed with sadhana chatushtaya sampatti in terms of viveka vairagya shamadamadi. Okay. Also, parityakta sarva karmanam. Who are these guys? I think these guys are partial, I know. Always they bring sannyasis there. So, parityakta sarva karmanam. Those who are given up all karmas. Why? Because otherwise the mind is preoccupied where? Karma. Because you can't say, because Shastra is there. You have to you have to take to karma. The mind is preoccupied, therefore that leisure is not available. If the leisure is not available, this won't work. So therefore, parityakta sarva karmanam. Others can take the spirit of it, not that they can literally follow it. Also, what they want in life? Moksha matram akankshatam. What they are after is only moksha. Nowadays it is fifty-fifty. Both. Acha, both 100%. How much? Somebody, both Shreyas and Preyas. So, Shreyas and Preyas. So both they want. That is what the modern this may be there, but it says, Moksha matram akankshatam. Why he is crazy about moksha only? Why does he not bother about other things? Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadamadi, Sadhana Sampattanam. The person has already analyzed and discovered the futility of all this and the incapacity of all these to make him really contented person. So that way a mature person, moksha matram akankshatam. And parityakta sarva karmanam, what for? He has taken to sannyasa. Sannyasya shravanam kuryat. Shravana for what? To gain the atmajnana, moksha. Therefore that alone is that means the goal of life. Moksha matram akankshatam. So now how can the moksha be gained? Tadupaya bhutam tatvajnanam. So for to gain the moksha, what is required is atmajnana, brahmajnana, tatvajnana. So this guy, what he has done? Tad upaya bhutam. Tad means moksha se upaya bhutam. That which is the means of moksha, namely tatvajnanam. So he has heard it. He has listened to that. How? Apatataha shruti mukhad adhigatam api. Apatataha. What is apatataha? Vicharam vina samanyataha adhigatam. Apatataha adhigatam means that which is known. How? Vicharam vina samanyataha. Not taking to thorough inquiry in general. You know, some books the guy got and then what he read. Oh, acha, Atma is so, Brahma is so, and if again moksha is possible, I think I should also try for this work. So therefore, like this, apatata, that means general, the cursory idea about that is there. Vicharam vina samanyataha adhigatam. That is what apatataha adhigatam. So therefore, how? No doubt, certainly through Shruti Mukhad adhigatam. Through Shruti only. Shruti means through Upanishads only. So, but that is what it is only apatata jnana. It may at best it can be paroksha jnana. Aparoksha jnana is not there. Now he has understood the importance of it. So wants to gain the aparoksha jnana. So therefore, samyak avaptum ichchata. So that apatata jnana though has already inspired him to take to this pursuit, he wants to make it thorough. Samyak avaptum ichchata means one who is desirous of gaining the aparoksha jnana. So okay, there are many texts etc. etc. Why he should bother about this panchikarana? He says, ati laguna upayena. Okay. By a very short method, not a lengthy one as such. Everyone wants shortcut, is it not? So here is a shortcut provided by none other than Bhashyakara. But to cut it short, you have to go round the way. See, because unless you are thorough about the Mandukya, etc., this by itself will not. That means click in, but though it gives a direct approach as such. So therefore, ati laguna upayena. So therefore, by a very short method, katham idam utpadyatam iti manvanaha. How can this be produced? How can one be helped to gain this aparoksha jnana without much elaboration at all? Iti manvanaha, one who considers like that. Who is that manvanaha? Son. Considering so, who? Acharyaha. Who is Acharya? So Acharya means actually primarily it goes to Shankaracharya only, like Bhashyakara. For other Acharya you have to tell the name. Like say Bhashyakara. The other Bhashyakaras you have to say so and so. So Mahabhashyakara, Patanjali. So like that. So Acharya means Shankaracharya. So what did he do? Omkaram sarva veda sarabhutam. That Omkara, which is the essence of entire Vedas. So essence of Vedas, Upanishad, it is also further essence of those Upanishads. Tathavidha samyak bodha samudaya nidanam pratilabhya. So therefore, in this Omkara, what he found is Tathavidha samyak bodha samudaya nidanam. So Bhashyakara found a means in this Omkara which can give, what it can give? This samyak jnana with ati laghu upaya. So, samyak jnana, elaborate means are there, but here by a short method. So, how it can be gained? So he was considering, and there where he found in this Omkara, which is the essence of entire Vedas, he found this. Nidanam means cause here as the means. So therefore, Tathavidha means ati laguna upayena katham idam utpadyatam. How? By a very short method this knowledge can be produced. So for that, so Tathavidha samyak bodha samudaya nidanam. So that is how that the means by which this knowledge can be thoroughly produced. So pratilabhya, where in Omkara having got it, tadiya swarupa nirupana dvara, through the nirupana, through the description, the unfoldment of its swarupa, swarupa of Omkara, by unfoldment of the swarupa of Omkara, tattvam nivedayitu kamaha. So one who is desirous of unfolding the tattva, the real nature of oneself. So what does he do? Now this is what he is doing. Tad avayava bhutam. Tad avayava bhutam is tasya omkarasya avayava bhutam. Those which are in the form of the parts in terms of matras. So avayava bhutam. Akaram avatarayan. Akaram avatarayan. Introducing the akara means he is now introducing to us what that akara of Omkara represents. So with the help of which Omkara we have to, that means discover our own Sarupa. So akaram avatarayan. And what method he has followed? Adhyaropapavada nyayam anusaran. So the methodology followed is adhyaropa apavada. So why should you do all these things? Pratipatti saukaryartham. Pratipatti saukarya for an easy understanding or ease, that by taking an easy means, prathamam, first of all, sthula prapancham upanyasyati. So what he is elaborating is sthula prapancha. So this sthula prapancha is being unfolded where Om Panchikrita etc. That is the original sentence. Om Panchikrita Panchamaha Bhutani Tat Karyam Cha Sarvam Viradityichate. Andagiri Tika is directly on Panchikarna, whereas Vartika Abharana is on Vartika, which explains the Panchikarna. That's it. Okay, now take the second Vartika. So Vartikakara, so that means sticking to his job as Vartikakara, what does he do? So that is the Anukta, the two things which are not told in the Mula, that is Adhisthana Brahma, and also the Srishti Prakara, that is he is going to say. And first, in that, among these two, first, that Brahma, what is that Brahma? That is being told. Asidekam param Brahma nitya muktam avikriyam. Tatsvamaya samaveshad bijam avyakrutatmakam. Ekam param nityamuktam avikriyam Brahma asid. Ekam param nityamuktam avikriyam Brahma asid. Tat swamaya samaveshad avyakrutatmakam bijam, add adhyara, bhavati. Tat swamaya samavesha avyakrutatmakam bijam, add there, bhavati. So one Brahma was there. We'll see that past tense afterwards. So Asir was there. What was there? Ekam. What is that Ekam? Sajatiya Vijatiya Swagata Bheda Shunyam. So the one which is free from all these Bhedas, Sajatiya, differences obtained in the same member of the species. Vijatiya, so Bheda, Vijatiya Bheda, difference on account of different types of species. Swagata Bheda, the differences obtained in a given member of a given species. So therefore, Sajatiya Vijatiya Swagata Bheda Shunyam, that Ekam, Param Brahma, Param, Paramananda Rupam. So that which is of the nature of Paramananda. So Paramananda Rupam. Paramananda Rupam also, which is Nitya Muktam. Nitya Muktam. Nitya Muktam means at no time it has got any connection to Anartha Prapancha. So Nitya Muktam means at no time. See, even when the Jiva considers oneself to be bound, as far as Brahma is concerned, it is free from that. So therefore Nitya Muktam means Kalatrayepi Sarvanartha Rupa Prapancha Sambandha Shunyam Satchidanandatmakam Vastu. So Kalatrayepi, even in 3 periods of time, even when the Jiva considers oneself to be bound, even at that time, so Sarvanartha Rupa Prapancha Sambandha Shunyam, that which has no connection whatsoever with the Prapancha, which is the source of all anarthas, the calamities, sorrows of samsara. Because why? That Sarvanartha Prapancha is something which is adhyastha, superimposed on Brahma. Being adhyastha, it cannot contaminate or afflict the adhisthana, the basis. So therefore, maybe the deluded person may mistake it to be so, but Brahma can never be afflicted by the adhyastha prapancha, which is anartha rupa. So that is nit. Therefore it is nityam, nityam. Also it is avikriyam. So avikriyam. So it is free from any vikriyas, free from change. We are being nirguna, nirupadhika, free from all the vikriyas, change. So avikriyam, that Brahma, So that Brahma, which is Desha Kala Vastu Paricheda Shunyam. That thing which is free from all parichinta, Satyam Jnanam Anantam. So free from Desha Parichinata, Kala Parichinata and Vastu Parichinata. So that all pervasive knowledge principle, Brahma. So in Brahma, Asit was there. Then what happened now? Abhi chale gaya. So why past tense with respect to the creation? Before creation, what was there only? One Brahma only, on which this Srishti is superimposed. But being false in nature, you negate, what remains is only that Brahma only. This is the style adopted in Shruti only. Chandogya and Aitareya Upanishad, we find this. So, Sadeva Some Idamagra Asi. Past tense is there. So, before the creation, what was there was only Brahma only. Not to mean that means Brahma is something, that actually literally what does it mean? Brahma is something as an object in time. If it is something in time, what will happen? It will be destructible, it can no more be Brahman. Then why it is that why Shruti uses this word, the past tense as such? Only because Pratipatti Saukya. This person who knows only the creation now, so he has to be made to understand that before creation, this creation was not there. If creation was not there, then was there anything as such? There was nothing. He will say there was nothing. No. What was there was only Brahma only. And this creation afterwards, as it is pointed out, Adhyaropa, it can easily be ascertained that it is false in nature. So therefore negate the false creation, ascertain the real Atma, Brahma. In Aitareya also we find Atma va idameka eva agra asi. So idamaha jagataha agre atma eva asi. So Atma alone was there before the creation. So this is the style adopted by Shruti. So therefore the asi, past tense, it doesn't, let us not become tense about the past tense there. So Nitya Muktam Avikriyam Brahma. That means Brahma, this is what Brahma is, that's all. So we need not bother about the past tense. It is as per the style adopted by Shruti. Okay. Now, Tat Swamaya Samaveshat Avyakrutatmakam Bijam Bhavati. That Brahma becomes Bija, the cause for Jagat. It becomes the Upadana Karana for Jagat. Now the question is, how come Brahma become Upadana Karana? Because Brahma is something Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. That being the case, it cannot be the effect of anything, nor can it be the cause of anything, because it cannot undergo any change. So how it can become the Bija Upadana Karana for, Bija here is the material cause, Upadana Karana. How can it become the material cause for entire Jagat? Actually it can't be, but on account of Maya, it gets this status. So therefore it says, that Brahma, Swamaya Samavesha. So, Swasya Maya. What is Swasya? Swasya Brahmanaha Shakti Bhuta. So, which is in the form of Shakti, the power of its own, that of Brahma only. And where is it? Swasmin Eva Adhyasta, which is superimposed on in Brahma only. Some power of Brahma which is superimposed on Brahma. Any Shakti, any power is something which is false in nature. You cannot categorically define. So therefore, this Brahma, Swasya Brahmanaha Shakti Bhuta. So that Maya, which is nothing but the power of this Brahma, which is superimposed in itself, that is Maya, it's Samaveshaha. What is said is tat swamaya samaveshat means swasyaha mayayaha samaveshat. What is samavesha here? Adhyasika tadatmya. So samavesha inclusion in the sense adhyasika not adhyatmika, adhyasika tadatmya. So that means identification on account of adhyasa, superimposition, means this maya is superimposed on whom? Brahma. So therefore, that is samavesha. What is that? Maya. Tasyaha samaveshaha. Its samavesha means adhyasika tadatmyam. The tadatmya, identification with maya due to superimposition. Actually it can't be. So because maya is false in nature, mithya in nature. So therefore due to adhyasa, having taken this maya as part and parcel of this Brahma, really it is not so. But thereby what happens? Because of this identification on account of such superimposition of this Maya Shakti in Brahma, so tasmad bijam upadanam ityartha. So therefore, bijam is upadanam, material cause. How? Avyakrutatmakam. That is said, sabhasam avyakrutam, as a karna sharira will come afterwards in the mula. So therefore, avyakrutatmakam, of the nature of avyakruta, unmanifest, bijam upadana karanam bhavati, because Brahma, which is ekam param nityam nityamuktam avikriyam, so becomes the material cause for the jagat, not directly but on account of the identification with Maya, which is superimposed on in itself. So that is how. That means we have got the Brahma, which is adhisthana for entire jagat. Now Srishti Prakara. So this is also not told in the Mula. So Mula straight away starts with Adhyaropa. So how Srishti took place, that is now explained by Vartikara. तस्मादाकाशम उत्पन्नम शब्द तन्मात्र रूपकम स्पर्शात्मकस्ततो वायुस्तेजो रूपात्मकम ततः आपो रसात्मिकास्तस्मात् तेभ्यो गन्धात्मिका मही. Okay, stop this. Tasmat shabda tanmatra rupakam akasham utpannam. Tasmat shabda tanmatra rupakam akasham utpannam. Tataha sparshatmakaha vayuhu adhyahara utpannaha. Tataha sparshatmakaha vayuhu उत्पन्नः. Further, ततः रूपात्मकं तेजः again उत्पन्नः. ततः रूपात्मकं तेजः उत्पन्नः. Further, तस्मात् रसात्मिकाः आपः and उत्पन्नाः. तस्मात् रसात्मिकाः आपः उत्पन्नाः. तेभ्यः गंधात्मिका मही अध्यार उत्पन्ना. तेभ्यः गंधात् तेभ्यः गंधात्मिका मही उत्पन्ना. ओके. तस्माद् शब्द तन्मात्र रूपकम आकाशम उत्पन्नम. So we can see from Taittiriya. Tasmad va etasmad atmana akasha sambhuta akashad vayu vayu ragni agni rapyaha apa adbhya prithvi. Okay. So from that shabda tanmatra rupakam akasham utpannam. So what is born is akasha. What akasha it is? Shabda Tanmatra Rupakam, which has got Shabda and Shabda alone as its guna. So, which has got the attribute or guna of Shabda only, nothing other than Shabda. Because what is told here, what are told here are the apanchikrita Panchamahabhutas, the Tanmatras, and not the Panchikrita Panchamahabhutas. So therefore, Shabda Tanmatra Rupam means that Akasha wherein Shabda alone is the Matra, the Vishaya, the Guna of which, that is what is Shabda Tanmatra Rupakam, Akasham Utpannam. So Akasha is born. Okay. Then Tataha. So Tataha means from that. From what? From that Akasha Sparshatmakaha Vayuhu Utpannaha. So the Vayu which has got the unique guna of Sparsha. It may have Shabda belonging to Akasha, its immediate cause, but its unique feature or unique guna is Sparsha. So Sparshatmakaha Vayuhu, so Vayuhu Utpannaha, it is born. Further, Tataha, from that Vayu, so from that Vayu, what is born is, so Rupatmakam Tejaha Utpannaha. The Teja, the fire, which has got the unique guna of Rupa, the form, is born from the Vayu. Further, says Tasmat Apaha Rasatmikaha Utpannaha. From that water whose unique feature is taste. So water whose unique feature is taste. So Utpannaha. There is Apaha always used in the plural. That is declined in the plural. So therefore Apaha plural is there. The water which has got the taste as its unique guna is born. Tebhyaha means abhyaha. From that, those water means from that water. So, Gandhatmika Mahi Utpanna. The Mahi, earth, which is Gandhatmika, which has got the Gandha as its guna, unique guna, is born. In this way, the Apanchikrita Panchamahabhutas or Tanmatras of these 5 elements are born from this Brahma, which serves as Upadana Karana because of identification on account identification with Maya on account of Adhyasa. So this is how it is born. Then so now each element has got, that means the subsequent, from after Akasha, the subsequent elements have the gunas of the preceding element. That is also told. Shabdaika gunam akasham shabda sparsha guno marut. Shabda sparsha rupa gunais trigunam teja uchyate. Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gunairapaschatuर्गुणाः. Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandhai panchagुणामहि. So, what all the gunas each of these elements have got are told. So, one is the unique guna belonging to that particular element. Other gunas that inhere from their preceding causes. So, Shabdaika gunam akasham. Shabda sparsha gunaha marut. Shabda sparsha rupa gunaihi trigunam tejaha uchyate. Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gunaihi apascha chaturgunaha. Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandhaihi panchagुणामहि. Shabdaika gunam akasham. Akasha has got only Shabda as its guna. So only the sound, as it, that means guna, the attribute. Shabda sparsha gunaha marut. Marut, the Vayu, has got two gunas. What are those? Shabda and sparsha. Shabda follows from where? Its immediate cause Akasha, whereas sparsha is unique guna. Whereas Tejaha, the fire, is said to be the one who has got three gunas. What are those? Shabda, sparsha, rupa gunaihi. Rupa is unique guna of stage of fire, whereas Shabda and sparsha follow from Akasha and Vayu. So, Trigunam, the one which has got three gunas, that is what Tejaha Uchyate. Fire is said to be the one who has got these three gunas. Further, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gunaihi Apascha Apaha Chaturgunaha. So, water is the one which has got four gunas, which are those Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa and Rasa. Rasa is its unique guna, whereas other three follow from their preceding causes. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandhaihi, Pancha Guna Mahi. The Mahi, the earth, has got five gunas. What are those? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Gandha, the smell, is the unique guna of earth, whereas others come from the preceding causes. And more the gunas, grosser the element. So more the gunas, grosser the element. That's why the earth is the grossest, whereas the Akasha is the most subtle one. So that means with the addition of each gunas, the element becomes grosser and grosser. So we have got now the creation of five elements. Now first, here creation of five elements is, this is still at the level of Tanmatras. Panchikarana has not taken place. So therefore it is at the level of Tanmatra. Now, these five elements are born from where? Maya Samaveshat Bijam Bhavati. Means they are from Maya. And Maya is Trigunatmika. Being Trigunatmika, these elements also are Trigunatmika in nature. They also got Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna as the constituting factor. So that way, therefore, from those elements which have got three gunas in themselves, from their Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, singly and collectively, what all the things that are born, so which is at totality level is nothing but this Hiranya Garbha. So what are born are the five, that is five Jnanendriyas individually from the sattvic content of these five elements. Collectively, it goes into the constitution of Antakarna. From the Rajasic content individually, five Karmendriyas. From the collective Rajasic content is formed the five Pranas. So therefore, Mana Buddhi Hankara Chitta, from these also from the sattvic aspect. So that way, we get, and the same thing, that means the Jnanendriyas, Karmendriya, Suksharira at the totality level is Hiranya Garbha. Now see. Tebhyas samabhavat sutram bhutam sarvatmakam mahat. So what is the karya, the effect of these five tanmatras or apanchikrita panchamahabhutas? That is now told. Tebhyaha sutram bhutam sarvatmakam mahat samabhavat. Tebhya means from those five elements. So this is what is born. What is it born? Sutram. The sutra is Hiranyagarbha. The sutra is Hiranyagarbha. Why is called Hiranyagarbha is called sutra? So like sutra, like the thread, so just as a thread runs in and through the garland. So the flowers or the beads may differ, but there is one common factor of the thread in and through all these beads or the flower which form the garland and hold them together. So also in and through all the living beings, that Suksha Sharira that is there is nothing but part of total Suksha Sharira, the Hiranyagarbha. So it is like a sutra, therefore is also called as Sutratma. So therefore, Sutram Bhutam. Bhutam means Bhutatmakam Bhutakaryam. So you are not just Bhutas, which is the Karya, the effect of the five elements. How we have seen in terms of their constituting three gunas, the two gunas, not Tamoguna. Tamoguna goes into the Panchikarana process. Tamoguna aspect goes into the Panchikarana process. So therefore, the Bhutam, that is Bhutatmakam, which is of the nature of the five elements. So again, that sutra is Sarvatmakam. So Sarvatmakam. Sarvatmaka can be taken as Sarva Vyapaka or Sarvamaya. Means Sarva Vyapaka in the sense, all individual Sukshariras are pervaded by Hiranyagarbha, because individual Sukshariras are part of total Suksharira Hiranyagarbha. So therefore, so Sarvatmakam or Sarvatmakam can be taken as Sarvamayam. So the one who is the Atma in all. Atma not as Satchidananda Atma, as the Jiva Atma, because without the Suksharira, so that is not possible. So that way also you can take as Sarva, that is Sarva Mayaha, as the Atma of all, the very content of all, not at the Satchidananda level, but little lower level in terms of Sukshma Sharira. So therefore Sarva Atmakam, that is, the Sarvatmaka can be Hiranya, that is Hiranyagarbhopadi Bhutasya Samashti Linga Sharirasya Sarva Veshti Linga Sharira Vyaptitvat Sarvatmakatvam Ityartha. Means the Hiranyagarbhopadi, which is at the macrocosmic level, certainly abides in all the microcosmic Sukshariras, and therefore it is called as, that Hiranyagarbha is called as Sarvatmakaha. Or it can be as though the Atma of all, in the sense like this. See, in Prashnopanishad, etc., we find, so that is when Ishvara, the Brahma, created Ishvara, is deliberated. What is that? In the presence of which I will be present in this embodiment, in the absence of which I will leave the embodiment, such one who is very prominent, so such an assistant has to be created now. And who is that guy? Prana. So that guy is Prana. So that we find Utkramantam pranaha anutkramati pranam anutkramantam sarve pranaha anutkramanti iti shutescha. So that is, if prana leaves the embodiment, what happens? The Jivatma is gone. If prana enters an embodiment, Jivatma comes, means is available there. So therefore, so like the one who is the administrator, one who takes care of everything, that every task of the master, so like that Ishvara deliberated and he created the prana, in the presence of which the Atma, that presence of Atma, that Jivatma is available in the embodiment. Otherwise, if the prana leaves the embodiment, Jivatma also leaves, and Jivatma in reality is nothing but who? This Paramatma only. So that Sarvatmakam means Sarvamaya, as though the Atma of all. So that Mahat, and also he is Mahat. Mahat here is exalted. The one who is the most exalted, not most exalted, because exalted, because number two exalted is only who? Hiranyagarbha. Number one exalted is who? Atma Brahma. Acha, then how many are there? Two are there. Okay, from the Vyavaharika Jagat Srishti, we can take Hiranyagarbha, who is Prathamaja, as the exalted one. So therefore, Sarvatmakam Mahat. So that is what was created. Means from these five elements, what is born is the Samashti Sukshma Sharira, otherwise called as Hiranyagarbha. So Hiranyagarbha is born. Hiranyagarbha here is taken both as the embodiment and also the deity. As the deity also it has been taken. So therefore, both embodiment and as the deity, like Virat also. Virat as the gross embodiment and also the deity presiding over the same. So that way also here Hiranyagarbha is born from these apanchikrita panchamaha bhutas. Okay. Now, From these five elements, apanchikrita pancha mahabhutas, the sattvic and rajasic content goes into the formation of Hiranyagarbha, that macrocosmic Suksha Sharira at the totality level. Now from these elements, what is left out is tamasic aspect, and that tamasic aspect undergoes the process of panchikarana, giving rise to panchikrita panchamaha bhutas. ततस्थूलानि भूतानि पंचतेभ्यो विराडभूत. पंचीकृतानि भूतानि स्थूलानीत्युच्यते बुधैः. ततः पंचभूतानि एड जात नहीं, ततः पंच स्थूलानि भूतानि एड जातानि. ततः पंच स्थूलानि भूतानि जातानि. तेभ्यः विराड अभूत. पंचीकृतानि भूतानि स्थूलानि इति बुधैः उच्यते. पंचीकृतानि भूतानि स्थूलानि इति बुधैः उच्यते. ततः. So what is from tatah? So from those five elements. So from there, actually it has to be taken as the tamasic content of those five elements. Sthulani, pancha sthulani bhutani jatani. What are born are these five gross elements are born. And from the five panchikrita panchamahabhutas, five gross elements, what is born? Tebhyaha virat abhut. So what is born is virat. So from that, from those five gross elements, what is born is virat. Means virat is, that is the macrocosmic gross embodiment, which is a product of the five grossified elements, virat abhut. So panchikritani bhutani sthulani iti budhaihi uchyate. These five elements which have undergone the process of panchikarana, what is the panchikarana will be told. So panchikritani bhutani budhaihi, by those people who know shastras, what do they say as? See, sthulani iti uchyate. They say them to be sthula. These five elements are gross in nature. That is what the wise people say. So now, what is that panchikarana? Wherein from these five elements, the five tanmatras, subtle elements, the five gross elements are born. What is that panchikarana? Is now explained. पृथिव्यादीनि भूतानि प्रत्येकं विभजे द्विधा. एकैकं भागमादाय चतुर्धा विभजेत् पुनः. एकैकं भागमेकस्मिन् भूते संवेशयेत् क्रमात्. ततश्चाकाशभूतस्य भागाः पंच भवन्ति. वाय्वादिभागाश्चत्वारो वाय्वादिष्वेवमादिशेत्. पंचीकरणमेतस्यादित्याहुस्तत्त्ववेदिनः. This is what the Tattvavedin, those who know the real nature of all this, they say that this is what Panchikarana is. Anvaya. Pratyekam prithivyaadini bhutani dvidha vibhajet. Pratyekam पृथिव्यादीनि भूतानि द्विधा विभजेत्. Then पुनः एकैकं भागमादाय चतुर्धा विभजेत्. पुनः एकैकं भागमादाय चतुर्धा विभजेत्. एकैकं भागम् एकस्मिन् भूते क्रमात् संवेशयेत्. एकैकं भागम् एकस्मिन् भूते क्रमात् संवेशयेत्. ततश्च आकाशभूतस्य पंचभागाः भवन्ति हि. टेक दिस वे. ततश्च भूतस्य टेक फ्रॉम नेक्स्ट वार्तिका. वायुवादि भागाश्चत्वारः. ततः च आकाशभूतस्य वायुवादि भागाः चत्वारः पंचभागाः भवन्ति हि. Then this one sentence. एवं वायुवादिषु आदिशेत्. एवं वायुवादिषु आदिशेत्. एतत् पंचीकरणं स्याद् इति तत्त्ववेदिनः आहुः. एतत् पंचीकरणं स्यात् इति तत्त्ववेदिनः आहुः. We'll see tomorrow. What is that? हाँ, Brahma, Hiranyagarbha. Brahma, you mean one of the Trinity you are asking? In Hiranyagarbha. Is at Hiranyagarbha level. Ishvara will come at the Avyakrita level, that Pradnya, what is said, there Ishvara will come. At Suksha Sharira level, that Brahma, Hiranyagarbha come. Hiranyagarbha is Brahma only. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahishah Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Vashatu Parjanya Prithvi Sasyashalini Desho Yam Shuraiha Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya.